Okay, this is the last part of my presentation. We're going back to the UN study on the 404 unaccompanied children and why are they migrating. Primarily, it has to do with the safety and of their family. 21% of the children surveyed report abuse by caretakers, but another 48% of children reported being abused and having violence committed against them from organized crimes such as drug cartels. Also, the severe poverty and the child labor. And of course, the hope for education. The UN recommendations are to recognize newly emerging forms of displacement in Central America and the emergence of international protection issues, to strengthen and harmonize regional and national frameworks for ensuring international protection and address those root causes. In other words, the UN is taking a very serious look at this. The link I showed you before is a 100-page document of research on this subject because they realize this is not a problem of the United States or just of Central America. It is an international problem that needs to be addressed. So where do we stand as social workers? The National Association of Social Workers say that social workers must promote greater education and awareness of the dynamics of global migration and the impact of U.S. and other countries' immigration and foreign policies on human well-being and world peace and stability. They support the DREAM Act, which is that act that enables children, even if their parents are not documented, if they're not citizens of the United States, that they can pursue an education in our country. They also have a special interest in the effect of immigration policies on families and children and supports policies that ensure that children do not grow up permanently disadvantaged by the immigration status of their parents. I also gave the link, let me just go back. I also gave the link for the toolbook that they offer, which is an excellent reference as far as our role and what we can do as social workers. This just happens to be some extra reading. This book is excellent. I'm reading it right now, as a matter of fact. And it's just Sonia Nazario traveled for 6 months through different countries in Central America and throughout Mexico through what a typical child does when they're trying to get into our country. And, you know, some of the things she saw were quite horrific. And it is a very detailed encounter of what she went through. And it's very interesting to see what these people do in order to come to a place where I know many of us just kind of take for granted because we live here. That is my presentation. I hope that you found it interesting. All right. Thank you.